What's up, guys? This is Kephas.
Lately, with patch 11.1.5 dropping in WoW, I've been seeing more and more people talk about the new cooldown manager Blizzard added. It's basically their built-in version of a weak aura style bar that tracks your cooldowns in real time, usually sitting underneath your character. It's clean, minimal, and it's the kind of UI design you'll find in a lot of top players' setups. Naturally, a few people have asked me if I'm going to start using it, or why I don't already. And honestly, I get why they're asking. It's one of those things that feels like a no-brainer for most players who care about optimizing their gameplay. You'd think having all your cooldowns in one spot, nice and easy to glance at, would be a huge help. For most players, it is. But for me, it's not that simple. See, I don't use cooldown trackers, rotation helpers, or any of the other visual optimization tools that are so popular in the WoW community, and the reason is pretty straightforward. I'm visually impaired. And when a game gets busy, and let's be real, WoW gets very busy, especially in group content, having to fixate on one part of the screen just doesn't work for me. I end up either staring too hard at the bar and missing mechanics, or focusing on the fight and missing cooldowns. It's a struggle, and it's also why that kind of UI doesn't help me, it actually distracts me. And WoW isn't the only game where I run into this. Final Fantasy XIV has those job gauges, and it's the same problem. In Overwatch or Marvel Rivals, I end up relying more on timing and intuition than tracking exact cooldowns, which are tucked away in the bottom corner of the screen. Even something as simple like keeping an eye on the minimap in GTA while driving can be extremely frustrating. Just as in life, I can't do things the same way everyone else does, so instead, I adapt. In World of Warcraft, I use add-ons like GTFO that give me audio cues when I'm standing in bad stuff. I build my UI with readability in mind. Clean fonts, increase the scale, fewer cluttered elements. I do track procs or combo points if they're crucial, but trying to manage 6 or 7 cooldowns at once, that's just not realistic for me. And the thing is, the way I play helps me perform better than if I tried to do it the quote-unquote right way. That's actually something I run into a lot. I use GSE in WoW, which is a macro add-on that lets me simplify my rotations a bit. It's certainly not optimal by high-end standards, but it's what works for me. In Final Fantasy XIV, I do use their macro system to stack abilities, again, something that's generally frowned upon because it delays actions by a fraction of a second. But for me, it brings consistency. It keeps me in the fight. It helps me play. And I get it. These tools are controversial. They're not meta. They're not what high-end players use. But for someone like me who can't just glance at every UI element mid-fight, they're what make the game playable and enjoyable. And I'm not trying to be a rebel or make some statement against optimization culture, although I do think that it does get out of hand sometimes. I just want to play games I love the way that works for me. And if that means my setup looks a little weird or my performance isn't min-maxed to the decimal, then so be it. What matters to me is that I'm doing my best and having fun, and I still contribute to my team. So to anyone who's ever wondered why I don't use certain tools or why my gameplay style might look different, I hope this gives some clarity. It's not that I'm ignoring good advice, it's not that I don't care about improving, it's just that sometimes what's optimal on paper isn't actually optimal in practice, at least not for everyone. And maybe that's the big takeaway here. Whether you're playing with a disability or just have your own way of doing things, you don't have to fit into someone else's mold to play well. We all adapt in different ways, and that's okay, because at the end of the day, we're all just out here trying to have a good time. Either way, thank you for your interest and for listening. If you have a thought, feel free to leave it in the comments. Certainly, if you have any questions, I'm more than happy to answer them. But with all that being said, I will see you guys on the next one.
Thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, let me know by clicking that like button. And feel free to share it with your friends so they can enjoy it as well. And if you'd like to see more videos, you can subscribe to the channel and click on the bell icon to be notified as soon as new videos are posted. You can also follow me on Facebook And if you'd like, you can support my work on Patreon. Links to all that stuff can be found in the description below. This is Kephas. Until next time.